Spoilers ahead if you haven't yet watched Squid Game Season 3, but I'm guessing you've all already watched it at this point, so let's just get straight into it. We've all seen what happened to The Flash, Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, and I can't believe one of the shows that I've grown to love during these recent years, both Squid and his games, has also fallen victim to capitalism. What started as a show critiquing the concept of capitalism has now become capitalism itself. Dude, when I finished the show and the credits just rolled in, I was just sitting there like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't mind the ending at all. In fact, I actually quite liked it. I was completely fine with the idea of Gi-hun sacrificing himself for the baby in the end. I liked his message by the end of the show, that humans are not horses. The games this season were pretty good too. Not gonna lie, I had my butthole clenched and my toes curled the entirety of the hide and seek game. The jump rope was cool too, but that's basically it. It was just a jump rope very clearly meant to kill the only one with a fractured ankle. It wasn't nowhere on par with glass tiles, which they very clearly tried to mimic with this game, but it wasn't bad at all. And the Sky Squid game was alright too. Well, everything except for the players playing it, which I'll get to in a minute. But anyway, wasn't the entirety of Season 2 set up to be about stopping the Squid Games? We see Gi-hun with his wide array of guns in his arsenal during the start of the season, but we never got to see another shootout apart from the rebellion. Why did this season diverge so much from its main conflict during the start of Season 2, which was stop Squid Games? I mean, I guess you could say the Squid Games did technically end by the end of the last episode in Korea, but who's to say they'll just find another island and repeat the cycle all over again? And yeah, you could make the argument that Gi-hun was just too mentally exhausted and broken by the end to be even thinking about stopping the games. And yeah, you do have a point. But you know who else literally made it his entire life's goal to find the island and stop the games? That's right, this guy. It just sucks so fucking bad that this guy never got to do anything. This guy was edging me the whole time, man. This dude went looking out for the islands for 3 whole seasons, man. 3! The first attempt, a failure. The second attempt, a failure. You know, I was half expecting this guy to just pull up in the island at the very last minute and end the games right there and then. But no, we never even got to have a proper conversation between his brother. Just this. And then he proceeds to become the caretaker of the baby. And we never got to learn more about the history of the Squid Games. Just the fact that the frontman was once given the choice to kill the other players too, by the original owner. Why was he given a knife by Il Nam? Did he also win the games twice? What actually pushed him to become the frontman? Nothing. No answers, no payoff, no dick, no balls. That's not even my main problem with Season 3. My main problem is the characters not getting their well-deserved arcs. The Shigeo Kageyama looking dude became a meth head and just dies. We didn't see any form of redemption from him whatsoever for being such a pussy during Season 2. And getting my GOAT player 380 dead. Player 388 turns out to be a fraud and dies. Bro, I really like this character so much during Season 2. He brought out such a good aura in the game, and honestly, I'd vibe with him. But look how far this guy fell. I remember seeing so many theories that this guy was a secret VIP, or was a secret soldier for the games, but he just turns out to be a fraud. Player 120 honestly gets a pass. I loved her whole arc. Honestly, I think she was the MVP of this entire season. But aside from that, everyone else just dies way too early. And then we're left with these randoms in the last game. Like, come on, bruh. And it baffles me how this guy, against all odds, is still alive. This dude and the VIP's acting got me tweaking out every time they showed up on screen. I'm pretty fucking sure I've seen better acting on Cornhub. It's just sad we never got any payoff for everything Season 2 had set up. So, dear Netflix, and basically every other studio out there, please stop milking quality pieces of media for the sake of money. Let things peacefully end how it should be. I mean, just look at what happened to Marvel. I know Marvel ain't a series, but still. All the movies after Endgame were just straight balls. Well, except for a few exceptions. But I'm still holding on to the hope that Fantastic Four and Doomsday will deliver. It's such a shame because I loved this show so much during season 1. And when I saw season 2, while nowhere close to season 1, honestly thought could surpass season 1. But it never did. Very rarely do we see satisfying conclusions to our favorite shows, man. I think the prime example of a series ending actually being done right is Breaking Bad. Man, that Felina episode had me bawling my eyes out. And the entire season basically showed so well the consequences Walter had to face after every action he has taken. Just a perfect satisfying conclusion to over 5 seasons worth of pure masterclass storytelling. So, in conclusion, stop milking already 10 out of 10 shows.